Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways we can be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SKiMPod.
Stays Crunchy.
SKiMPOD. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K.
Stays Crunchy.
We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and of course the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And the band plays on here at SKiM, and to that end, we provide you a pod called Cast. It's our music discussion show built on a hip-hop foundation, and it's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, Tayro713.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
Stays Crunchy Milk, episode 227. What's good, my people? We out here. Let's try and get this mic pointed in a way that can pick us all up.
I'm sure it'll pick it all up.
Can you hear me?
We out here. Make sure you just speak a little clearer, just in case you're a little further away than I intended. We out here this fine Thanksgiving Eve, testing Salted Caramel Pepsi. This has 44 grams of sugar in it if you drink this entire bottle, and
That's not bad.
105 milligrams of sodium. I made it a point to look at while I was there a regular bottle of Pepsi that is twice plus the amount of soda you would normally find in your beverage. I guess that's what you need to make a salted caramel beverage.
But what about the sugar?
I don't recall.
Usually that's like 45.
Sugar was about the same. So yeah, I don't know if y'all recall they had a cinnamon Pepsi like during the summer.
Summertime, yeah.
Yeah.
I did not try that or heard of it until just now. You think cinnamon would have been more?
It doesn't smell too off, as I give it a whiff, because caramel coloring is a normal part of soda.
Take a deep inhale.
I can smell it.
It bothered me from the. Shoot, I'm giving away things too much. I smelled it from the beginning.
It does have. I'm saying it doesn't smell disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely has a like a cookie-ish smell.
Yeah, salted caramel. They hit it square on the nose.
Oh yeah, they did.
I mean, it tastes like it says. I don't want a whole bottle of it.
There's no way.
I don't drink pop anymore anyway.
Yeah.
So pop to me tastes disgusting off the bat. So
would you mix it with something? Could you make a drink? Or could you suggest a cocktail for the people where this would come in handy?
Salted caramel, Bacardi, and Pepsi.
I don't know.
It's Hennessy.
It's always Hennessy, ain't it?
Or some Ciroc.
Yeah.
Some vanilla Ciroc.
yeah, some flavored Ciroc would probably go alright with that.
It's not. The cinnamon was worse to me. My son loved that cinnamon, so Xander was like, "Can I have the rest of that bottle?" It's like, "You certainly can, little guy."
You must.
But this is it hits all the notes it claimed to, and it did it successfully. Well done, salted caramel Pepsi is exactly what I just tasted. I don't want more of it, and this extra bottle will be given as a gift to one of our favorite listeners. Hope you enjoy it, AK, or give it to your kid, and maybe he or she will enjoy it.
Well, Pepsi, I say to you,
good day, sir.
Your scientists, they were concentrated on whether they can or cannot do it, but they didn't think about whether they should have.
Not good.
It's not good.
Hey man, life finds a way.
I found that at my local neighborhood Target.
I wish it didn't.
If you are all interested in maybe having this taste test of your own,
I give it a 1.
Let's look at some numbers. This might be our Holly Jolly Christmas episode. Let's run the calendar right quick.
Son of a bitch. I'm not ready. I had topics, but they're not Christmas related at all.
I'm ready for whatever topic you have.
This is indeed the episode that comes out the Thursday before Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Bah humbug.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Happy holidays.
This comes out the day after the last day of Hanukkah, so we missed that one. No offense to you.
Happy belated Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas.
I
heard that was Santa Claus' wife's name.
We only know her as Mrs.
Claus.
I'll be making a point.
Merry Christmas, Claus.
I'll be making a point to say Happy Holidays out in these streets because I'm petty.
I've been saying it even for Thanksgiving.
I'm
Because
not.
you don't know.
I'm not serious. I actually just say Happy Holidays because it's about 8 holidays in this wedged into this last part of the year, and I just want to hit them all.
Because I don't know who's celebrating Thanksgiving or not, so I just say Happy Holidays to them as well.
I don't even think of Thanksgiving as a holiday.
No.
I think of it as just I get to go eat a really big meal and pass out to a Lions game or something.
Well, Black Friday shopping if you so wish. I do not.
I'm on way. Let me get. I would like to discuss that matter here right before Christmas.
Okay, Black Friday.
Black Friday has never been as bad as people make it out to be, as the media's made it out to be. They made it out to be this bad. Kind of to basically shit on poor people, make people who are wealthy or in the middle class feel better about themselves. Like, look, you don't have to go out and fight to the death for a big screen TV. I've gone for years now, and I mean for a long time, definitely since I've had kids, Black Friday. And my son will be 14 by the time this episode comes out and Black Friday rolls around. Well, not Black Friday, but still. And I've never had an issue. I've never even seen somebody, battle to the death for anything. It is almost always just some shit they make up. They almost always show the exact same video. And if you look at it, a lot of times they'll be like, that video look lightweight staged. Because, like, why are you going to fight on that toaster when it's a whole pile of toast ovens right there? So, don't fall for it. I hope you didn't fall for it. Or we're sitting there worried, like, I'm not going out in that. I'm not saying you need to go shopping. You don't need to help push capitalism on. But don't fall for the bullshit they trying to play you that you would die trying to go buy some shit. Because, I don't know, man. You might get into a fight over a Tickle Me Elmo, but that's just supplies. That's not Black Friday. That was going to be Tickle Me Friday, Tickle Me Elmo that year anyway. Because it was just so many of them.
And it's the same thing with sneaker releases. I get tired of seeing like all those like this person this. I mean, yes, I imagine it happens, but I don't buy as many shoes as I used to, but I've been in many lines for many shoes. It never happened ever to me. Like I've been in some rough areas and I've been in some nice areas looking for some shoes, and nobody got robbed after it. Nobody got robbed during. And we always joke about it in line, like if somebody's gonna rob somebody, they will rob them tonight. But I mean, it was funny. Like a friend of mine had posted something about like it's a shame. Look at all those people standing there waiting on shoes.
People got robbed that night. It was just at the register.
That's true. Well, not really, because when you can you flip it to from 250 to 500 in a day.
Everybody made something.
Somebody made something. So he
go back. Why is it a shame? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's
trying
okay.
to explain.
It was just like he had we were standing in line together maybe 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Probably like we got some shoes that I never forget. We were standing in the line for the Jordan Bordeaux's, and then he posted, "Oh, look at these dudes standing in line." I'm like, man, you said a line together before. What are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, and then that was the end of it. He took it down.
Why does he believe it's a shame, though? Did he ever explain?
Like, I don't know, just looking like just like T said, looking down on people. Like, I don't do it no more. Oh yeah, you got the sneaker app now. You can buy sneakers from the comfort of your own home. I've been in line setting for shoes with a laptop on my lap, and if I get the shoes, on my laptop, I get up and go.
Yeah.
I hate when people turn it into something it's not. Just to feel high and mighty. We're like, oh, look at all those people standing in line for shoes. You don't see them standing in line to volunteer to shoot soup kitchen. I'm like, shut up, man. What does that have to do with the other? What are you, you Walter Sobchak from The Big Lebowski? She kidnapped herself? My friends died in Vietnam. And the dude's like, what's that to do with Vietnam? Well, there's not a direct connection. That's you.
It's that oh-so nonsense that we always discuss on this show. It's like you've not made any kind of cogent argument or linked these things together in any way, shape, or form. What's the old girl from Insecure? I forgot her name.
Issa Rae?
But the girl who played her snooty friend.
Amanda Seals?
Amanda Diva, if y'all remember from back in the day on MTV.
Or just Amanda from My Brother and Me on Nickelodeon.
Talking greasy about if you own a pair of sneakers but don't own a passport.
Oh, that's who we're talking about? I saw those tweets. Man, fuck that bitch.
One has nothing to do with the other.
Yes, we know that. and people got in that ass about it. So it just made me chuckle. It's like, really, stop doing it. Stop making those arguments. Stop trying to shit upon people for making their own choices. They chose to buy them sneakers and chose not to buy a passport. Not necessarily even that. They could have both.
And not only that, like, I have to necessarily, if I want a nice pair of sneakers, I have to have shoes for the most part to be able to walk around. If it was up to me and I was a single guy, I wouldn't want a passport. I don't want to go nowhere outside of this country. I kind of want to go to Amsterdam, but then I think about, I don't want to be high.
But having a passport ain't the end of it. Then you got to buy airfare, hotel, car when you get there.
Then you got to wait a month.
Yeah.
I don't got to wait a month to get me a pair of shoes.
It's a bullshit argument.
Yeah, I mean, she would have been. Even I hate this argument. Well, you've been better off like, oh, you got a pair of shoes, but you're not paying your child support. Like, okay, that
or not. You're not investing.
That's based on assumptions, but at least there's a tenuous correlation right there.
You spent money that you should have spent on something else.
Yeah, but
you don't have to buy a passport. You do need shoes. Now, maybe you don't need that pair of whatever. I don't know the shoe game, dog.
You don't need that pair of Yeezys that look like grandpa's shoes.
But you do need shoes.
Yeah.
So,
because everywhere I go, it say no shoes, no shirt, no service. They don't say no passport, no shoes, no service.
I've always wondered about the pants situation in those things, but one day somebody will film that and they'll make me laugh.
They're just waiting for Winnie the Pooh to come in one day.
Buy some honey.
Fuck you, Pooh Bear.
People stand in line behind him. He can't remember what he needs to get. Think. Like, God, this Pooh, you didn't write it down, motherfucker.
A smickle of honey, please. Look it up. So that's all I'm saying. In this society of capitalists, don't fall for the bullshit they try to play on you. And like, see, you're not that. It's like, dude, just go shop if you want to shop. Don't shop if you don't want to shop. That's fine. You're good either way.
I've gone out for Black Friday one time. I didn't care for it. I'd never go again.
Yeah, the only reason I didn't like it was like, where's the fucking deals?
We didn't go shopping.
Yeah, it's very.
Okay.
I was gonna say it's very selective on what's on sale, and there's like infinite people, so it's hard to move around.
I never went shopping on Black Friday, but I took my kids on Black Friday to go to the mall to get pictures with Santa, and I was surprised. I was like, because it's mostly big box stores that are busy, and I realize that now, but at the time I'm like, this is a terrible idea, woman. Why are you making me do this? And then we go there, and I go, there's nobody here. Okay. See? And I was glad, but at the same time, like, I was pretty adamant about that. And now I gotta look like an asshole.
That's my whole life with everything, though. It seems like, I don't want to do something, and then I do it, and I'm like, well, that wasn't that bad. I can handle that again.
It's just your woman make you feel bad about it at all or anything?
No, she doesn't really make me feel bad about it. But like,
oh, by the way, I'm trying not to use names, so don't get on my for calling me for saying saying to Aunt that you're a woman.
He knows she the
you're
woman.
A female.
It just feel like whenever I go to like one of her family functions, which I don't want to go to, not because I don't like her family, just because like I don't like being around a lot of people like that.
Right.
And like it feels like I don't like having long conversations explaining shit like, oh, I don't eat pork. Oh, well, you don't eat this? It always goes the same way. I don't want to explain that. It's always seemed like it's some porky situations going on there. Because, when you go to people's house, it's usually for food situations. You don't go over there like, just to do it. So, they'll be like, oh, we had some chicken, but you had that chicken on the grill with the pork, so I'm not going to eat it.
You have to explain that every single year?
Every single year. Well, I don't explain it no more. I just say no food. I just say, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, at this point, they have to just like, oh, I get it. Aunt doesn't eat pork. How do they have to get it explained every year?
It's okay. I just don't explain it, and I'm not a big fan of cake or like that. Mm-hmm. Like, and especially not like Giant Eagle cake.
I love Giant Eagle cake.
Oh, that whip.
Costco.
Yeah, not the whip.
Ass.
Not the whip. They buttercream. Their whip frosting is awful. Costco cake, some of the best cake in the game.
Whip frosting is
terrible
in general.
It's terrible. Buttercream
I just haven't met a store-bought cake that I like. And I'm just not gonna go through it. I don't want all that blue shit on there.
Yeah.
It's all to the good, baby.
I gotta go to my in-laws for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, I thought about this on my way to bed this morning. Actually, I didn't go to bed till this morning. I was on my way to bed. I was thinking about like, shoot, if they're gonna have the football game on, and someone takes an eater in the anthem, is someone gonna say some shit?
You one of those?
Yeah, I'm
going to that
my
house.
in-laws. Yeah,
Well, you have a couple. This could go either way.
that is true.
The one would not probably have the football game on.
The white conservative in-laws. Yes, that's where I'm going.
I didn't say that.
I said that they are white. They're conservative. They're in-laws. That's an accurate description. There was no insult in that.
Doing the national anthem. They don't show it on TV.
Oh, I'm gonna do. Thank you.
They don't show it on TV no more though.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna play the anthem on my phone on YouTube.
When it goes to commercial before the game starts, take a knee. Just
This is happening, people. I'll report back to you next episode.
if you can get somebody to film it, that much more better. But
I wouldn't do that because
I'm doing Thanksgiving in my house this year. I had to put that down early in the year to make this happen, but I was just like, I want to be at my house for once. And I'd like to, and I have no problem cooking and blah, blah, blah. So
traveling's the best.
I made that go down this time. So Thanksgiving is in my house. I'm super excited about that because it's been some years since I've been able to make that happen. And it's going to be lovely. There'll be plenty of dessert to be had. Guarantee you no pork in anything.
Did you just have Thanksgiving at your house like last year?
No, I did not.
I came over with your mom was over one time. When was that?
That was Christmas. If my mom was over there, she came last Christmas.
Okay.
And I still don't remember cooking that day. I could have sworn you had to eat it. We ate at Vanessa's mama's house.
No, because I came over. I was there. We had dinner. I remember Vanessa was cleaning the house like hardcore because she didn't want your mom to see it all. Please.
Which is ridiculous because my mama was there already. None of it makes sense.
Yeah, she was cleaning up until the arrival.
Oh. Where my mama could have been coming from? Maybe she flew in
there
on
for
Christmas.
like a week or something.
Yeah, maybe she came in actually on Christmas or something of some sort. Well,
that was the original plan at my house too.
Yeah.
But like I'm cooking on Saturday now.
yeah. Well, her dad is cooking on Saturday, so we're going. So her mom's having Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving Day, and I won't be there. Her dad's having it Saturday. I will be there. His mother just passed away, so we all trying to just be there for him and presence in his life when he's going through it. So I will be there for that. And Sunday is a birthday party that I am really scrambling hard to make sure I don't have to be at because I can't be doing 3 days with people in such short order. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you gotta say, fuck it, I'm not coming.
But I oftentimes say, fuck it, I'm not coming. It's not a rare thing with me. So sometimes I have to be...
used up your stuff for the year. You should probably go to all three.
Sometimes I will be overruled because it just is what it is. The birthday party is a kid's birthday, a little girl's birthday party that only my daughter technically has to attend. That one I can pretty much scramble out of.
Parental supervision.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Even Vanessa don't got to be there for it. She go up the street to her dad's house. Her dad lived down the way from where her friends who having a birthday party at. So
I'm talking about the birthday party.
yeah. Well, no, that's the point. You ever been to like a birthday party? Maybe you haven't. You'll say because whatever. You can drop off the kids, but like be back by this time. It's the best. When they're at an age where that's a trustworthy situation, everybody knows what's up. Plus, that's folk. You know what I'm saying?
They're smoking dope. We all know it.
I would even if they did smoke dope, I could trust them with my children. They're good people. I don't believe they smoke dope. So
No, the kids are smoking dope.
oh yeah, that's more. It's bloody like it.
Here, Lily, toke up. She falls asleep with the blunt in her mouth.
That's about accurate. May she never take up smoking because she is definitely gonna burn somebody's house down. But yeah, so I'm on the cook tip myself. It's gonna be like I said, I'm making a grip of desserts, some sides and stuff. I'm saying feel free to come through and get a slice or something. It'll be there.
Maybe.
So whenever. I'm not saying there's no rush. We gotta watch Spider-Man anyway on the fly drive.
And that day I have an intention to record something, so let me know so I could make the proper prep. Hey, all you skimmers out there, it's the real ODP. Wishing you all a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a regular ass December 25th. If the holidays don't mean shit to you, it's all good. But I was thinking about some holidays, particularly the holiday specials. And you know what? Although they have good intentions, some of the themes of these holiday specials are bullshit. let's take, for example, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, I know it was supposed to be like, oh, now he's accepted and everything. We're all supposed to feel good about this, but we're supposed to ignore the harassment and the ostracization of Rudolph leading up to the fact that Santa finally accepted him, all because of his shiny nose and how it could light up a foggy night. You know what, Santa? You knew or should have known that all these reindeer were harassing Rudolph all this time, and you did nothing? You did nothing, and then now you have the nerve to ask Rudolph, hey, I need you. Let me use you. Bullshit, Santa. You know, if I was Rudolph, I would tell him, fuck you. I would told those reindeer, fuck you. I'm going to ruin Christmas for everybody until I get justly compensated for my pain and suffering. And then we got the year without Santa Claus. Hey, Santa, it must be a hard job running around the world. I get it. But that's bullshit that you work one night a year and you want to take the time off. And yes, you only work one night a year. You check your list. That's fine and all. That's not a lot of work. Most of the work is being done by the elves, putting the toys together. The manual labor, which I don't know. Are these elves being compensated? Are they slave labor? We never really addressed that as far as Santa goes. I have concerns. And then we got Frosty, which is... strange. Have you ever seen Frosty? The magician's hat makes Frosty come to life, and all of a sudden the magician, who didn't want the hat before because he thought it was useless, no, you're just a shitty magician, says, hey, this hat has a value to me. I want it back, and I want to make it so Frosty can't live anymore. First of all, magician, you're making a bad decision. A lot of people will pay good money to see a living, walking, talking snowman. You need to partner up. Make some money. Say, hey, Frosty, after we make some money, you can chill in my walk-in freezer, literally and figuratively, and we can make this dough year round. And finally, we got How the Grinch Stole Christmas, A Christmas Carol. Two supposed stories of redemption, right? The Grinch learns the real meaning of Christmas, and so does Scrooge, and he learns to be generous. But do people even remember that part of the story? Every time we talk about Grinch and the Scrooge, it's synonymous of being grumpy around Christmas. These guys weren't allowed to change. These guys weren't allowed to redeem themselves. Everyone just remembers them for the negative. It's like Ike Turner. Hey, we know Ike Turner made good music, but we just remember the beating parts. And we're doing the same thing to Scrooge. Now, Anime, I done quit the humbug, all right? I'm trying to change. I'm trying to be a better band around Christmas. And she didn't give him a chance. Oh, well. It sucks, but... that's Christmas for you. All right. Anyway, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Take care.
Spider-Man 4K?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to offer my basement and projector with surround sound. I have Spider-Man on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I got that 4K and I got the...
I can't offer 4K, but I can offer a 120-inch wall.
I really got to get over your house.
Because I'm telling you, we got to make it happen. We just got to do it for doing its sake.
Yeah, I mean, we can set up a day where if Gabe wants to enjoy Spider-Man, we can make that happen. I have a giant sectional in my basement, a mini fridge, a bathroom.
Here's the thing. I do need you to keep coming to this show, and this is why. Because, like, as a guy with 3 going on 4 kids, I live vicariously through you when you tell stories of, like, yeah, I'm just sitting around watching TV. I'm like,
the tree.
Relaxing.
Yeah, I went bowling last night, and then I came home and I watched TV, then I went to bed.
Yeah, so some married guys live vicariously through single guys to like, oh, you weren't out fucking this and you're out fucking that. Like, I don't care about that. Tell me what you did on Sunday. You slept till 12?
How was that?
Yeah, how was that?
I can't.
Did you dream?
I don't really sleep till 12 anymore. I have a hard time sleeping past 9.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, because when I first got into the workforce, I used to stay up late, like every night, just fucking around, watching TV, playing games, all kinds of shit. So I'd go to work every day on like 5-6 hours of sleep. That life caught up to me, and I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, I would come into work, I would look like pissed off all the time. I'd be tired throughout the day. So I just made it a point to like try and get a full at least 7 hours of sleep every night. So I started going to bed. I'm usually in bed somewhere between 11:30 and 12:30, depending on what I got going on. And I get up at like 7:15. So when the weekends come, because I do that Monday through Friday, I can't just all of a sudden flip it and sleep till noon. I can't. It's like, I'm getting to the point now where like I used to force myself to stay up because I wanted to hang out with my buddies and do whatever we were doing. Now it's like we'll be sitting around doing whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh man, we should go bowling tonight." I'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna go at like 9." They're like, "Oh no, the unlimited bowling starts at 11." I'm like, "Oh no, I got a bedtime." I can't. Like, if I go there, I'll be fine for the first like hour, and then an hour in, I'll be tired, and then I'll start being like, "Hey, I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed."
Like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
But no one would stop you if you wanted to sleep in.
No one would stop me. That is correct.
Geez.
Like my power play is naps. I'll get up at 9.
Okay, yeah. Tell me about the naps.
I'll stay up till like 1, 2, and I'll be like, "Oh man, I have to go to this dinner thing, but that's not till 7. I'll go take a nap."
Oh,
that was what I did last Saturday. Like I was meeting him for Harry Potter. That wasn't until like 4:30. My sisters were coming over. Took a nap.
Nice.
It was glorious.
Yeah, I don't take many naps, but I think what you get to eat without somebody saying, "What's that?" and then they putting their fingers in it too. What's that?
Man, people at work have done that to me.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy. At least I get to spank who do it. Like, yeah, get out of here. Go to your room. You got a timeout.
When they get to a certain age, they'll hit this sweet spot where one of them could guide the rest of them.
Hypothetically,
Good. So good.
hypothetical question: what's it like watching porno without headphones?
I only get to do that every now and again.
Oh,
His roomies.
I have roommates,
All right,
or
well-
tenants, if you want to call them that.
Tenants make
I'm
you
not
sound more
ashamed.
powerful.
I'll even tell them that I watched porn or jerked off or whatever at some point. Like,
Cause you the man of the house. Like
I mean,
jacked
it's
up
not really a secret.
right there on that spot.
You know, like,
Yep, you
I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I had to get one out. It's been 3 days. I jerked off this morning." Like, I'm not ashamed of that, but I don't want them to be in the vicinity hearing what I'm watching because I want it to be from me.
It ruins your enjoyment.
Yeah, because then it's
Okay.
like I don't want them at the door like knocking and hearing like or whatever the scene is.
They be fucking in your house, though. You be hearing them fuck, right?
Yeah, but that's different. Like, you know, those people are there. I've met them. Like, it's
That
not
doesn't
like
make
it's
more
not like
awkward?
we were all hanging out watching the game and I snuck away for 15 minutes.
And then came back like,
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. That was a big night. Came too hard.
Y'all heard about No Nut November? I realize at this point we are deep in December, but
Yeah, I heard about it.
I
but
heard about it.
I don't know
Sounds
much about it.
fucking crazy.
I don't understand the point.
I
I may
guess
not be in a relationship, but this sack fills up every couple days and it's got to be emptied. Otherwise, the pain sets in.
I don't even understand. Oh yeah, okay. This also made me laugh. I have no idea what the point of No Nut November is. I guess just try to keep you from jacking off and fucking during the month of November. Keep your seed.
They couldn't test the waters a little bit with February, the shorter month, and then
This is the harvest season. Get that
So
shit
this
out.
is what No Nut November is. The hands-off holiday called No Nut November, when men and women vow not to masturbate for 30 days. By contrast, New Life November is run by an organization geared towards helping users, well, fuck that, recover from porn addiction.
That's poorly worded. It's not even a holiday. That's a fucking month.
also, is that really the addiction we need to focus on out of all the addictions out there?
Yeah, I want to have an organization like Jack for Crack.
Yeah, really. Because I've never been, I've never been mugged. But I'm sure no one's been mugged. So
Why is
somebody
this
can
group
get some
of gentlemen jerking off in public square? Oh, they're raising awareness for crack addicts.
The bystander.
Have you ever seen?
I'm not a public kind of guy.
You ever seen somebody jack off in public? It is very disturbing.
Not even for a good
Yeah, you
cause.
told that story.
No, not. I don't know if I told this story. I was in junior high school, and the dude just jumped out of the car like came all over the sidewalk. Disturbing. It's very disturbing.
Every time I hear about this, because it says this is the Louis C.K., Harvey Weinstein, all this shit, I'm like, what is going on that is what gets you going? Coming in public.
Surprise.
It's like, not coming to public, coming to an unwilling audience.
Remember the episode of Master None where they caught that guy on the subway and he's trying to explain himself and
Yeah, that is it's pretty poignant.
what's his name? He's like, man, stop making me feel weirdly sorry for you.
See, I feel like Louis C.K. like tricked these women into permission, because like after the fact, yeah, they didn't want it, but the way the accounts were,
Tell me about the account because I didn't hear it. I mean, I don't actively.
I mean, like in like the article, like he asked for permission in a bunch of these cases. Like the phone one was probably creepy. I mean, it's all creepy. Don't get me wrong, but it's almost like he Jedi mind tricked them into their consent. Okay. And then when the Jedi mind trick was over, they're like, "What the fuck? I didn't consent to this."
Well, because he thought they were fucking around.
Yeah,
Somebody
it was
walked
like
up to me and said, "Can I jerk off in front of you?" I just, all right, motherfucker. Yeah, whatever you're saying. Like, and when it got real, I'm like, "Wait a minute, I thought you were joking."
Is that what happened?
The one,
Some people thought he was joking.
Yeah, the one said that they thought that he was kidding when he asked that, and then he actually started doing it, and they're like, "Oh, he wasn't kidding."
I can't fuck with him, man.
I mean,
so like it's bad.
It's bad, but that's
he
kind of.
did ask for permission.
You didn't get it though.
They were like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, ha ha ha." They even says that they're like, "Yeah, we thought he was kidding," but then he started doing it. So you told him yes, but you didn't really mean yes. He was serious, and now he's doing it, and now you're freaked out. So like that's communication error.
I guess, but we flip it to you always have to go through these logical extremes here. Hey, can I be your and fuck you? Sure. And then he does it. You be like, oh,
that's a little different.
But I mean, you're laughing when you say it. What if he comes and he's like, hey, do you mind if I get naked and jerk off from you? And then you're like, oh, yeah, sure.
I'm still
and then he starts doing it. Like, if he's stone faced the whole time, like, does he have to be like, get it signed in triplicate? Like, I want to do this. Is it okay? Initial here for yes.
Also,
like,
these are people he was in like sexual relationships with or relationships with even to begin with. They were like, he was like their boss. Oftentimes, the guy who's going to help him out in comedy.
Yeah, this specific like one I'm talking about was the two comedians that he did, or you saw their show in Colorado or whatever. I don't know their names.
They were both in the room.
Yeah, because I guess they were like a comedy
duo
tandem.
Yeah.
And I guess he went. They were all doing some show up in Colorado or something, some festival or something. And he said they invited him back to the room to hang out.
Uh-huh.
And that's when he asked the question, like, do you mind if I do this? And they thought he was joking, kind of like, haha, yeah, sure, whatever. And then he actually started doing it.
I mean, I don't know. I got to read that article for myself. But because just like this, like, I'm sure you've heard the advice, like, if you want to get a woman to like you, pull your dick out.
What?
Like if like you in a situation, not necessarily you in a situation like that, but like, I don't know. I'd have
your
to read
literal dick or your figurative dick?
No, my literal dick. Like you alone in the room and you come, like if a woman's in your space and like you've hung out with her more than once, and I know he didn't hang out with her more than once.
Yeah.
But have you guys ever been? I'm gonna reverse it. Have you guys ever been hanging out with a girl and like, you guys are about to go do something, go to a movie or something? She comes in naked, and then y'all never go to the movies?
I've been that, but I was in a sexual relationship with that person.
No, I'm talking about like for the first time, not even like.
No,
that's never happened to me before.
Again,
God damn it! I'm so tired of this shit.
You're tired of this shit,
man.
How do you think we feel?
Yeah, us normal people listen to your stories, and we're like, "What kind of life have you lived?"
I'm sorry, I just haven't. I've never been so lucky that that's why I just come out like, go time.
Or like I could.
It's like 2 4s, a 5, hanging out here with like an 8, and you're over here like, "Oh, this happens to everybody, right?"
Nothing. It really doesn't matter.
Now,
just like I'll give you a perfect example.
No, you have nothing to be ashamed of.
I don't have anything to be ashamed of, but it's kind of frustrating sometimes. I'm like, oh. Like for example,
you cite an example, hoping we can all agree to the example. We just can't. I never lived that life.
I remember this girl told me clearly, we were talking on the phone, just like, and she's like, I don't suck dick. I said, okay, that's fine. She told me to close my eyes. She sucked my dick. What am I supposed to think? Like we were at her house on a bunk bed, mind you.
Well, you didn't see it, so you can't prove it happened.
No, I stopped. Hey, I looked. What are you talking about? So.
You broke her trust.
I don't
care. Write a news article about you.
She broke my trust. I thought I was going to get my dick sucked. It's just, I guess, I don't know. I've been in situations where I've been told one thing, and I'm not a dude who feels though I've ever had to push an envelope that,
Well, clearly not.
That I've had to, but like, I would never just pull out my dick just for dick's sake. But I've been in situations where, like I said, it was, you think one thing, the other things happen. But I don't ever want to make anybody feel uncomfortable in a situation. I've let women be the aggressor more than once. I remember. I don't even want to say that.
What movie was that? Where, it was the Don with Steve, right?
Yeah.
Where dude said women are always like 5 minutes later than men. So if you wait for 15, she'll be chasing you for 5.
Yeah. If you wait for 22. But anyway, like I remember, like I hadn't called this particular young lady, and like she was mad. She was bringing over my stuff so she didn't have to see me no more. And she slapped me in the face real hard, and then she gave me head.
That's quite the transition.
It is. What was I supposed to think? I was thinking like you gotta go. You hit me.
It reminds me of this one time when a girl told me she didn't want to talk to me anymore, and then she never talked to me again.
Honestly, I don't have any. I don't necessarily think I even have any bad breakups. Like if I was on the market, I could probably talk to some old girlfriends like, hey, I'm coming over. I'll bring some Snapple.
Well, if you just tell them all that you were never actually in a relationship with them, there's no breakup because you all weren't together.
That's true. I could do that.
Or the reverse. Some of them still think they're in a relationship with you. Like, this motherfucker gonna call me.
It's like a buddy I had who worked at Sears part-time during the Christmas season, but he was never let go. He was still like on the schedule every week. He just didn't have any hours, so he still technically worked there. But he never had to show up.
They didn't have to pay him though.
Exactly, but he still got all that experience.
Oh yeah, you claim I worked there this whole time.
That's true.
I worked in retail for X amount of time. I left on this date. Yeah, that's real talk.
I just find it like
you're like a 17-year relationship right now.
No, probably not. Most I'm like what's that? I'm like Good Luck Chuck. Most women I broke up with like have babies or get married after me.
I've never seen that movie, but I heard the premise.
Did they want to have babies or get married to you when you're in a relationship with them?
I don't care.
No, I mean, did that come up ever?
I remember I was with this one young lady, and she said all she want to do anything else in life but have my baby, and that's it. And I was just like,
I thought the story was that I was with a chick one time, and she told me she didn't want me to come in her, and then I was fucking her, no. And then she held my hips in and wouldn't let me go.
Now that's fucked up.
That is pretty messed up. They don't talk about that, you females. That hold your legs, that wrap your legs real tight around us so lovingly.
That should be considered kidnapping.
It should be.
They're not letting you go. Like when I was on jury duty, they said keeping a person held down and not allowing them to leave the area is considered kidnapping. So if someone were to fall on top of you and then not let you up, that's considered kidnapping. Well, so if they wrap their legs around you and won't let you back off, that's kidnapping. You should arrest her.
I fall upon someone and they won't let me up. Yeah, that's the logic still applies.
Yep.
Especially if she's like working on her legs and kegels really like.
Oh, she got that pussy grip and the leg
you
grip.
You got documentation to show that the doctor. This is we brought in a
this is exhibit
a pussy expert
Look at this thing.
And that's why
testify.
Every sexual encounter has to be videotaped. So there's evidence in case something like this happens. You can present it to the court.
I guess.
Look, right here. She kidnapped me right here.
Look, I'm standing up and she's still wrapped around me.
She will not like. Now, if you did that, like, imagine you still like, get off me.
Get off me.
Just
let me go.
Like a top, and she's still just her hands are just out like a kid when you grab his ankles. And
let me go. I'm soft. I'm soft.
Do like the Olympic spin.
like
a figure skater.
Yeah, like a ice skating duet routine. And you know what? That spinning will send the centrifugal force to of your sperm to go like
further up.
Yeah, this is terrible. This is all bad.
Yep, and your seeds will become gods.
So you've been having your baby, but it's gonna be in prison.
Well,
I'm just gonna say, try to get permission. What's the phrase? Enthusiastic consent.
Enthusiastic sounds sexy.
And yeah, actually, it's probably a good time to have all at that point if the consent is indeed enthusiastic.
Yes, with an exclamation point. Really, good way to get it started.
Drive the point home. or be driven toward the point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but you also
Sounds
not
like
just
there was a point driven in this scenario.
See, I was trying to avoid that one.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel weird about it. I'm not saying I don't think Louis C.K. is like a scummy guy. All I'm saying is like I didn't know that he asked first.
No, I didn't know. That.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm over here white knighting for Louis C.K.
Are you saying that the
I'm saying on
Latino
that-
delegation should reconsider their trade?
No, you probably scored on that one. I'm just saying on that one part of that whole article, that was the only one where I was like, what? Maybe you guys should have like really hammered this out.
I gotta agree with the ladies though. I would have thought he was fucking. I would not take that question seriously.
I'm not saying that they were wrong to think he was joking. I'm just saying in that particular scenario, because no one was there, only those three people, so we only know how the way it was asked.
Whoa! My man came and signed off and said he did that shit.
Yeah, he's not denying the fact that he jerked off. What I'm saying is, maybe in his mind, the way he asked and the way they answered, he actually thought he had permission. So it's not whether or not he did it; it was whether or not he thought he had permission.
That's where I'm stuck at because it's like I just thought that he was just like the dude I seen when I was in seventh grade who jumped out the car and started jacking off.
Drive-by jacking.
Yeah, drive-by jacking.
Well, apparently, like I said, from what read it, you got to read it. Like he would come out, they would come in the room, he would come out and be like, "Hey, can I do this?" Reaching for his gun already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he was already trigger happy, and there was really no time to like make a decision. Again, enthusiastic consent, you could have been all right.
Yeah, because apparently when he worked on the Chris Rock show, this was in the article, he had like a office aide or something that he asked if she would watch him do it in his office.
Yeah.
And she said yes. But not because she like wanted to, but because she was afraid because he was like a high
He's a boss.
right, yeah.
Okay, so it's almost like it is like when like prisoners. Follow me here.
Okay.
Like anything that's done to them while they're locked up, they're not in control.
Yeah, even if the prisoner initiates it.
Yeah, they're not in control
The
at all.
power imbalance. I think that the same thing applies to teachers and students.
Yeah.
Yes. So I feel like that's different. But like I'm on the road. I mean, I don't know. I'm on the road.
I'm saying
we drinking this shit.
Those two particular comics, because when it was the duo comics, relatively fresh to comedy at the time. Like they weren't super duper famous yet. Louis C.K. is the dude who makes and breaks people at this point. You
Are
know
they
what I'm saying?
famous? Like I'm trying to like downgrade their character, but I ain't never heard of them before this article.
For sure, well off, but they're working toward fame. And it's like Louis C.K. is in a position, has been for years now, he's a power player in comedy and Hollywood in general. And it's like you kind of get stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like this the motherfucker. That's why a lot of people say they never would talk about Louis because they like this man is very powerful in Hollywood and can fuck up some lives. And in fact, they have said that he has fucked lives because somebody wrote about it and talked about it first, and they got like shushed on the quick.
Yeah, I've heard people. Like I said, I've heard people talk about it, and this was years ago. Like maybe like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And like one thing that Richard Pryor said was like, it's not Hitler. It's the people who let it.
Hitler.
Yeah, it was led to people who let it go on and didn't say anything. It's like I got mine, fuck yours. So it's not always about like the fact that Louis C.K. did something wrong was like you kept it quiet for so long. I think that's more egregious.
You don't mean the alleged victims. I'm using alleged because it's technically it's right. But like you mean like the people who are like you got to shut up about this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Heads up.
Is it still considered alleged if he admitted it?
In court, yeah, but I guess in the lexicon and out there, he's not on trial. Here's the thing: people get like, oh well, isn't to proven guilty. Yeah, but like, I can have an opinion. I'm not, guilty is a legal term and also a non-legal term.
Yeah.
I'm not using it in a legal sense. I'm not a judge. I'm not a jailer. I'm just some guy with an opinion. If I want to say Ben Roethlisberger raped these women, I have an opinion. He could sue me for defamation at some point.
Yeah.
The defense to defamation is truth. So hey, good luck proving that, Benny boy.
I just thought that was. I mean, like I said, I don't know all the facts. I just thought that was pretty interesting that he actually asked.
Yeah.
I find that fascinating.
You take a look at the article and see if that sways you one way or the other. I doubt it would.
No man should yell fire in the room if there's not a fire. I'm not gonna yell I'm a jack off if I'm not gonna jack off.
That is a good point. Now you really flipped me around.
I'm gonna jack off.
And with that,
I'm not playing with that.
we say Merry Christmas to you and yours. Any other holiday you care to celebrate? Coochie chocolate out there if you out there doing your
Get ready for this this cream I'm about to put on the cake.
Coochie chocolate.
Who wants this glaze?
Mary Jackmas, if that's your religion.
Oh, good Lord.
Do you guys have any grievances for Festivus?
I wish, but I got to get back.
I will-
That's my grievance. I can't stay longer.
All right, we're wrapping up. I will say this though, enthusiastic. I'm the kind of guy who loves enthusiastic consent, but like as any married man will tell you, once in a while you'll settle for it. Oh, all right, fine.
I'm more looking for enthusiastic blowjobs.
With that
I love
being
making T
said,
uncomfortable
Merry
sometimes.
Christmas, Happy Holidays.
T is such a pearl clutcher.
Assalamu alaikum.
This
wallah.
dude
Spread that white snow.
When I first met
Off-white
him,
snow.
he was always like, "Man, it's the people in Europe who got it right about sex. We don't talk about sex."
I agree. I know who he fucking. I know who's sucking you. I know these people and I know them well enough to say.
You didn't know
"Hey, how
that
you
lady
doing?"
at the Tilted Kilt, so I don't want to hear that shit.
It fucks with me a little bit. It is all I'm saying. I know these people and I know them well. I can't help it. It makes me go.
Why are you being a prude about it, T?
I'm not a prude about it. I'm not trying to say stop that.
What did Dan Savage say
you
about
could
hearing
be
about
like-
your friend's sex lives of people that you know?
I'm pretty sure he said
check,
not
check his,
to.
his index.
Well, yeah, we'll roll through that. I love you all.
If anybody's getting who's been enthusiastic, it's this dude. I stopped that too. No more.
It's Tatum 216. It's Lunchbox 2099. It's the real ODP, the old dirty pollinator himself.
OD3 at the time.
About to say quadcoptering on these fools. I'm Taylor 713. You just got podcast 2. Merry Christmas. I know you loved
I'm
it.
going to go live this single life now that I know I have someone else's spirit resting on my actions.